The Pulaski County Quorum Court delaying a vote on proposed regulations for large-scale data centers. Justices removing the ordinance's emergency clause, making tonight the first of 3 readings before a final vote.
The debate comes after months of questions about the impact of these projects on water, power, and neighboring communities.
Madison Gaffner live in studio with what the rules would require and what happens next. Madison?
Well, Donna, Kevin, while there was no vote tonight, the ordinance did move forward in the process as it wasn't struck down, but it was also not passed. So what would these proposed rules actually require and what happens next? Well, let me break it all down for you. The proposed Pulaski County regulations ordinance would treat large-scale data centers as heavy industrial uses, requiring a conditional use permit before they could be built or expanded into the unincorporated areas. Now, the rules set a 500-foot buffer from homes and residential lots and would require reviews of power and water demand, traffic, drainage, fire safety, battery systems, and noise. Developers would be responsible for paying the county to bring in outside experts to review those impacts, giving the county an independent review rather than relying on the developer's own studies. Operators would also have to provide a decommissioning plan and financial assurance to cover future cleanup and restoration. Julie Blackwood, the sponsor of the ordinance, says this isn't about not advancing with the times, but rather doing it in a smart way.
This will give us actual laws in place so that if we have data centers come in here, they will have to abide by rules and regulations.
The proposed rules also draws new attention to the Avio data center project in Wrightsville, which has faced criticism over how it was reviewed. The ordinance specifically says a project is not grandfathered in just because it's filed an application, received preliminary approval, or started spending money. Unless a project has all of the county's required final approvals before these rules take effect, it could still be subjected to the new regulations. Residents who have opposed the project say they feel like they were left in the dark while the plans were already moving forward. Here's their reaction to tonight's choice not to vote.
We are pushing this off into another election cycle, and it's not fair to the people.
See all these people here, they're here because they do not want a data center where we are. They do not want it.
And I have not heard anybody acknowledge that you made a mistake approving the site plan without the input from the people in that community and without the input from other people in the community. You made a mistake.
We have to have regulations.
For now, the next scheduled reading would come at the Quorum Court's meeting next month. That is unless leaders call a special meeting before then. And the county judge tonight raising his continued concern, saying that if these regulations pass, the county could face a lawsuit from the existing data center company, which has already broke ground on its project. Live here in studio, I'm Madison Gaffner, Fox 16 News.